Yo, we are here live on multiple platforms. Chris Wilson first. Damn, on timing today. Good shit, Chris.
Appreciate it, Chris.
Hey, Ball Central Podcast. We are back talking NBA, NBA Monday Live podcast. Me and John are here. Elijah has obligations, so he will not be here. But we have a very, very important person coming through today. One of our co-hosts, our NBA analyst himself, Mr. Waleed. How we doing before we get into things?
I am amazing. Just broke. How about you guys?
Well,
honestly, same. That's what's up. That's what's up. I love to hear it. Yo, I can't wait to hear what you have to say today. I know Phil kind of gave your intro, no doubt, but yo, what's happening? What's happening? How you been?
A lot, man.
I hear you.
Sleeping. That has been my daily intake of living, unfortunately. But comes with the territory.
You see the comment?
I like it.
I can't see the comments for some reason. I think it's because I'm not on the app. But
so our old intern called you Josh Hart.
Who, me? Oh yeah, I got the. Hold on. Good lighting. I got decent lighting. Hold on, let me check my line.
Thank you for that.
I got the feel me. I got the.
Love it. Okay, I see you.
You feel me? I got the Josh Hart's in the background. I don't got the Knicks thing up top, but you feel me?
Like, that would have been.
It's my first time ever getting braids. First time ever getting my hair done. So it was interesting. I'll tell you that much. I know I'm 26 and I'm first time getting my hair done, but I've been lazy. So I honestly really, really like it.
That's what's up.
As you said, it looks good on you.
It looks
Thank
sick.
you, man. Appreciate it.
So, just a reminder, we have a lot to talk about today. In-season tournament, Morant coming back very soon. I believe in the next 4 or 5 games. The Clippers, because we have 2 Russell Westbrook fans on the pod, and we want to hear your perspective on things. So we have heard Elijah's and a lot more other things, plus maybe some predictions from the league as well. So before we continue, you can check us out on YouTube or live right now, Twitch, Facebook, yada yada, all the audio platforms for your audio needs, and we have a Twitch channel right here and a YouTube gaming channel as well down below, or on the right is right there, Ball Central Gaming, where 2K sports games, etc. And speaking of games, there will definitely be some Jet Set Radio 3 gameplay on that Ball Central Gaming channel, because I know me and Waleed are so happy that's coming back.
Indeed, sir.
Maybe a little trailer reaction when it pops up. I don't know when. Do you know when it's coming out, or did they say it's in development?
It'll probably be 2025, but if we're lucky, it'll be this upcoming year, and that would be great. I would be very, very happy.
I hope so. Me and him will definitely be reacting to that trailer, but I'm pretty sure his will be like a second or third look, maybe 5th look by the time we do the video. So, because he said, no matter what, I am seeing it as soon as it drops.
As soon as it drops, my brother, I'm sorry.
1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 11:55, no matter what. But John, how are you doing today? I know your Giants are playing right now. We have a Monday night football doubleheader today. So
We do. It's exciting. I know we're talking about basketball here, and I'm excited to get into that. But yeah, my Giants are playing on Monday Night Football. I'm watching it as I'm kind of on the pod, so sorry about the reactions. But
no, by all means.
All right,
One day I'll probably get back into to football. I've been out.
Honestly, it's gone downhill with the fines lately, and basketball is looking so much more bright, as in like the sport of America to me in terms of rankings. Like I think for a while it was football, but I mean with Adam Silver being the commissioner he is, and the NBA doing what they're doing in the recent years, I think they're starting to propel themselves a little bit higher, at least among fans, because a lot of it's individuality too. You know what I mean? I'm a Giants fan. I'll always be a Giants fan, but that was like something that was entrenched with me. My basketball perspective different based on who played. I mean, I'm a Knicks fan, so I like to suffer, but I mean,
I like to suffer.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, I enjoy that, like I enjoy that we follow individual players. Like, one of my favorite players, Jason Kidd, because I grew up in Jersey, and I love how you love Russ. You know what I mean? I love that perspective on watching a certain player play, and I mean, we can watch the same player play and see two different things. Like, we've debated on Tatum before, and I appreciate this perspective because I think it's good to look at the bad and the good. You know what I mean? And that's why the debate's so rich.
Right. Also, this is not basketball related, but I'm currently fighting for our fantasy football playoff spot, the last spot, against two other people. So if I win, I'm in. If I lose, we'll see what else happens. Did Tommy beat Elijah?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, so it's basically
it really is win or end. Like it really, yeah.
I'm facing Akeem right now, so. Yep.
I mean, I think Tommy might be up, but I think he's like 15
he
points
lost.
away. Okay.
He lost.
Okay.
So yeah, the winner of me and Akeem goes is the AFC. So, besides that, happy to have Waleed on. Always good to talk basketball with him.
Facts.
I just saw him a couple weeks ago as well. So in a different area. But first off, let's get things going. In-season tournament. It's past and gone. Group play, the tournament, the finals. The Lakers beat the Pacers very handedly. Anthony Davis and LeBron did their thing. Just like watching it go by, and also watching it throughout the whole thing. How do we feel about the in-season tournament? Was it a good idea first test run? What fixes or changes need to be made? Because I know the players are complaining about the point differential thing. So how are we feeling about the first season of the in-season tournament?
Well, did you want to go first?
Yes, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, no problem. I think it's probably the greatest thing that's happened to basketball in a long time, right?
Thank you. Great comment.
Honestly, the NBA's been kind of boring for a while, right? Let's be honest. I think that,
especially,
and again, this is my personal opinion, but I think that a lot of NBA competitiveness has died down, right? There's not like much rivalry anymore. Like the Lakers and Celtics doesn't feel as intense anymore, right? Mm-hmm. Like the normal rivalries don't really exist as much. There's not much as competition. There's more camaraderie, which is cool. I get it. We're in the social media era. Everybody's friends with each other. That's cool. But we also want to see some competition, right? And to be fair, a lot of that comes from how, and this is one of my gripes with the NBA right now. A lot of that comes from the lack of relaxation from refs in games, right? So a big issue for me was that the smallest things to get you a tech in the NBA right now, and you don't understand that. That's what you come for in a game. I want somebody to get dunked on and get stared at. I get it. You want to give a tech if he's talking too much. I get it. He's talking too disrespectful. I get it. If somebody gets dunked on and he stares at him in the face or steps over him, I don't want no goddamn tech, bro. We're here for that. We're here for a show, right? The NBA as a business is a commercial standpoint. Like you want as much, as much performance as available.
Okay.
And you can't perform at your highest peak if you know that like the smallest little celebrations can be punished. Like Giannis will dunk on somebody, not even look at the person. He'll look straight forward. It's a tech. Come on, bro. Like we don't have time for that.
We're talking about Jaylen Brown getting thrown out for the first time ever.
That was the stupidest. Like, that was one of the worst ticks. That was one of the worst texts I've ever seen. I've seen really bad texts, But that one was really bad. There's no way he saw from across he saw him mouthing off still. He threw him out. And I think that the refs have too much power in the sense of if you're not being immediately disrespected, or there's nothing that's delaying the game, or there's nothing that's posing a threat to the timing of the game, that somebody should be thrown out, and that's just my only problem with it, right? But going back, because I don't segue too far off of the topic.
No,
I really like the NBA in season tournament. I wasn't a big fan of it at first. I really thought it was going to be corny, but it feels very competitive. It feels like it gives it a moment of shine for teams that normally wouldn't have much, like the Pacers. But nobody expected the Pacers to have as much traction as they have, and now they have a whole season to prove to the world why Tyrese is a superstar and why all these players are as good as they are. Like I never really knew much about like players we were talking about it earlier. The
Benedict?
rookies, like not Benedict. I didn't really see Benedict play too much. It was more so
from the Pacers?
Yeah, from the Pacers.
You talking about Aaron Nesmith?
Nesmith and the other one, Mazareth, what you say?
Yeah, Mathurin, yeah.
Those two really showed out in this playoff. In terms of players I've never really watched. And that's what matters the most. It's like players that don't normally get like that play time. And then does Tyrese's superstardom really exist without this tournament? Like he'll still be a star for sure. He's a great player. But superstardom really excelled in this tournament. He's beating the Celtics. He's beating the Bucks. Like that matters.
Some of his best games in the tournament.
Some of the best teams in the league. You beat 3 of the best teams in the league to get there. The Philadelphia, the 76ers, the Celtics, and the Bucks.
And it puts them in contention to be like, is this the team that's going to fight for the East this year to go to the finals? Like
exactly.
Like
my only problem with the in-season tournament, and I understand why players feel this way because it is corny, is the differential, right? Okay. You have teams that are shooting, you're already up by 30, and they're shooting threes.
Celtics
it's not even to be disrespectful, right? It's because of the point differential. And that's what makes it really corny, because then you have players like who've been here who are seasoned, like DeMar DeRozan, who have every right to be mad because it's an unwritten rule to not score during those huge deficit moments.
Yeah,
now neither team is wrong, right? DeRozan's not wrong, the team's not wrong, but if they change that rule, this is because we need something in between the All-Star break and this. And this is it. You have this, you have the All-Star break, you have another little small break, like where everybody turns up a little bit, and you have the playoffs. This is what the NBA needed. So I like it.
Yeah,
I agree with you. And to go to your first point first, let's circle back. I think you brought up an issue that we need to address in the NBA, and this is the next NBA's problem fixer, is soft officiating. And just how what is the history of our game going to be? Are we really going to have games decided by people we throw out? And it's just like, and then it's just like, I can't even, like, as a fan, I can't even criticize someone like Jokic, because now there is soft officiating in like the league. Like it's almost like a disease. You know what I mean? Where it's like, is it Jokic's fault when he gets thrown in the first round of the playoffs? Well, before it was because he lost his temper, but like now there's like soft officiating. So like, did he even say enough? You know what I mean? As a fan, I can't even trust that. So I mean, I think you bring up a super big alarm in the NBA, and soft officiating is almost like load management. You know what I mean? It's a cancer to both sides, and it needs to be stopped. And I'm glad you brought it up, because I've been thinking about it for a couple of days.
Right. I thought it was a good thing as well. Plus, it kept the finals and also some of the tournament play. It kind of gave you that playoff type of vibe. It gives you a reason to be competitive, like Waleed said. The space between the regular season and the All-Star weekend was kind of a missing void, because no one's going to try, because they'd rather try at the second half of the season when they're trying to make a playoff push. But it was nice to see, for sure. And they're kind of experimenting with a lot of different things. As a reward, I think they're experimenting as well, because it was $500K for a lot of the players. Plus, the Lakers had a lot of young people on that bench who didn't even make $500K. So
that needs to get better, though. The prize definitely needs to get better.
Yeah, they're planning on maybe giving the winner the 7th seed as well.
Okay.
It doesn't talk about it, but I feel like that's kind of not a good idea either, because what if like a top seed wins it?
No, I hear that.
Do they automatically get the 7th seed, or
that's where they would be. They get the 7th seed, or they could defer to their 1 seed. You know what I mean? But
I like continue, my fault.
No. But like, what I'm saying is, like, I think the prize needs to get better, and I think this tournament showed us something that we almost didn't expect. You know what I mean? Like the Lakers won it. If we were to go back to the preseason and say, are the Lakers going to win the NBA Finals? We all have to hesitate because Anthony Davis is injury prone. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That wasn't an occurrence in this tournament, and it made me almost have to rethink the Lakers because like
that was his best game of the season, hands down.
And it's just like if he can stay healthy like that, oh my god,
Yeah, went off.
So
But,
sorry, Phil, to hijack your point, but I'm just saying, like this tournament's so lit.
They need to keep a financial incentive though, only because like there's players in the Lakers that was shown that had a tremendous amount of money that they didn't have. Like players on 2-way contracts, for example, had their money doubled because they was only going to get $500,000 to $100 million, and they had another $500,000 added to their contract, which is dope. You know, you want to see people win at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think they'll have it again next year. I'm pretty sure this will be a recurring thing every single year. But so far, it was good ratings. Plus, I'm pretty sure they want to see how basketball will do in Vegas, because eventually I think they're going to move a team down there, like every other sport is. So, I mean, it was a pretty good show out. A lot of players showed up. A lot of celebrities showed up. Eventually, I'm pretty sure the Vegas state will have an NBA team. We don't know who's going to move where, but hopefully the Clippers. I don't think they should be staying in Staples Center. But
well, what do you think? Do you think they should add 2 more teams and maybe give Seattle back a team, or do you think they should move somebody? The Clippers. Let's talk about Brooklyn. Why can't Brooklyn move? I'm joking.
They have their own state.
Oh yeah, I know. They completely redid the whole
Knicks fan, I'm not
Brooklyn.
even mad if you said that.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like that.
No, don't say sorry. I understand. Trust me.
Okay.
I think the 2 extra teams should be added. I think that not only the Olympics, but just general social media has shown how much talent is available in the NBA. And I'm not saying that it shouldn't be limited to that talent pool, but an extra team could make, not only for the players that aren't already in the league, but for players that don't fit with teams, right? Mm-hmm. I think a good example of a lot of that, like Obi Toppin, if you look at a lot of players that didn't get lots of play time, like Cam Reddish, players that flourish a lot on different teams that didn't flourish with the original team, right? Like Cam Reddish had no minutes with the Knicks, Obi Toppin, no minutes with the Knicks, but now they're flourishing in their roles. They might not be a top tier player, right? Mm-hmm. But it's a huge testament towards how much a fit really matters. And with more teams available, you can have a better fit for a lot of different players. Like a good example for like bigger players, Lauri Markkanen. If he didn't go to the Utah Jazz, how huge would he have been, right? He was already a decent player in the Bulls. And he moved into the Jazz. They gave him his own team. And all of a sudden, he's an all-star caliber player, right? Mm-hmm. SGA would have never been as nearly as good of a player as he was on the Clippers as he is with the Thunder, right? Yeah. The movement of teams, the availability of teams, and such and so forth is really important to the development of players. So I think those extra 2 teams will not only do good for the players that still want to get an opportunity for the NBA, but for the players still in the NBA that don't have a team they necessarily fit with. And I would love to see Seattle come back. I mean, as a Thunder fan, like through and through, no matter what team I follow Westbrook to, the first team I fell in love with was the Thunder, right? Okay. OKC. I'm talking about Russell Westbrook, KD, Serge Ibaka, James Harden. Seth Velocia, everything you think of. Like I've been there for the Roberson days, the Reggie Jackson days. Yep. Like I'm all for, and Steven Adams. Like people don't want to give Russell credit for the career that Steven. There would be no John Morant and Steven Adams if it was for fucking Russell Westbrook. He got the man paid, but that's a different story for a different.
I get you.
And that's why I really want more teams to be available for more teammates to get some shine because they deserve it.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. I mean, also speaking about John Morant, his 25-game suspension, I believe it's 25, should be coming up soon.
Ridiculous.
The Grizzlies has been absolutely terrible without him. Marcus Smart's injured. Jaren Jackson hasn't been stepping up. The whole team has been dreadful to watch. I think they're 3-4 wins. Can John Morant save this team, or do they need to reevaluate how this team is right now? Just because I don't think just with him.
They can't win without Steven Adams. That's the factor, and I think that people just underestimate that. Yeah, and I don't know what they do without that. They might make a small run, but you have seasoned teams, right? That's already been in there, like the Warriors, right? Like the Suns. As much as people don't want to give credit for them, but the Suns. You have all these different teams in the West that are really hungry. The Lakers, obviously, LeBron wants a ring. It's documentary season right now. So I promise you, LeBron's coming full force in the playoffs, dropping 30 points a game. And if Anthony Davis can perform too, they might make a conference finals run. The Clippers have something to improve, and they can make a run, which I'm really hoping for. There's so many teams in the West that just have so much to get done. So for the Grizzlies to come out of nowhere and just like make a move, there's a couple of things to get done. Steven Adams has to be healthy, which is not going to happen in time. What's his name? Shaden, not Shaden. There's somebody that got injured. It's Sharp. No, it's not
Yeah,
Shaden
Sharp.
It's,
No, I know you're
On the
talking
Blazers, on what team?
about. Yeah.
no, on the Clippers.
Oh,
On the
Plumlee.
Grizzlies. Not
Marcus
Grizzlies. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, not Marcus Smart. It's a center, not Steven Adams. His backup.
Yeah.
Was it Brandon Clark?
Brandon Clark. They need Brandon Clark to come back. They don't have a presence, right? And I think what was exposed this year is that JJJ can't be the focal center point, right? So you bring back Steven Adams, you have a chance. I think that the only thing that really benefited from this year, they're not going to win anything this year, right? But Desmond Bane blossomed into an all-around player, and that's huge. So now you have Desmond as an all-around player. You have Josh coming back that's hungry. You're going to have Steven Adams come back, and hopefully he stays healthy. And JJJ, that's a scary team in like 2-3 years, right? And realistically next year, but in 2-3 years to be safe. But it's not much they can get done. He's coming in 25 games into the season. He has all this scrutiny, which is undeserved in my opinion. But I'm not gonna save my political takes for this. There's not much that's gonna be done in this year. If I'm Ja, I just come back and show I can still hoop. I drop 30 points a game if I can. I keep Desmond going for most improved player in the league because, in all honesty, the best players for most improved is Tyrese, Desmond, and Tyrese, actually.
Yeah, both Tyreses, yeah.
So Maxey, Halliburton, and Desmond are my 3 picks right now so far. You can make arguments for other people, right? I'm not going to say it's just them, but that's just like 3 that pop out to me. I think that those really matter in terms of in terms of that award, but the Grizzlies are not going to make it that far, and that's okay, right? This is just a learning year. I think that Josh going to come back hungry next year. He'll stay focused, I hope, and we'll see what happens.
Right. Yeah. It's tough with this Grizzlies team.
What are you thinking, Phil?
With this Grizzlies team, I feel like Jaren Jackson needs to be more consistent. Just because, like Waleed said, it's hard to have him as your main center because he can either give you a defensive masterclass or he can be fouled out in the first half, or like he can struggle on offense, just like that. And it's tough. Like Steven Adams being hurt is also bad. Brandon Clark hurt. We're seeing some Kenny Lofton minutes, but I don't know if that's doing much. But this team really needs job back. But I don't know and they're missing that Dylan Brooks type of presence. He's been hooping in Houston.
Yeah.
Man, sorry, I don't mean to impede. We had an argument in the group chat a long time ago on how good Dylan Brooks was as a defender, right?
I remember this. Yeah.
Putting that aside, which I've clearly been proven as a decent front runner for why he was a good defender.
Sure.
Why would they get rid of him? Because the team is terrible without him. Terrible without him. It's like terrible without him.
His numbers is great too. Like 60%.
Can I say something?
Or something like that. 50%.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, so like this is how I remember it going down. I remember him saying, "I want a bag," and they were like, "Maybe, probably not." You know what I mean? And then like he had that one incident, and then they were like, "Yeah, nah, not here." And then like the
LeBron and shit. That's why.
You don't know, but like
it's LeBron. Like that's the thing. Like people that exaggerate. Oh, well, LeBron still had all these points on Dylan Brooks. It's LeBron. Who does he not have all these points on?
Sure.
Give me somebody. Like it turned into a whole social media market, right? In terms of how they were presenting Dylan Brooks, and then the front office is like, "Well, we're not going to keep you because your problems." What do you mean?
Yeah.
You need somebody like Dylan Brooks, bro. You need somebody who's not scared of anybody.
They replaced him with Marcus Smart, who's a decent.
For what?
I know. Hear me out. I'm just saying they replaced him. They tried to replace him with Marcus Smart, who, I mean, I don't even
Worthless.
know if that's gonna work out. You know what I mean? Like he's calling people bums. Like I'm just Marcus Smart. I like him. I'm not trying to say, but
Marcus Smart is an amazing player that should have stayed with the Celtics. He is worthless on the Grizzlies simply for a couple of reasons. He hasn't had enough tenure on there to speak. Number one.
There you go.
He's not a great enough point guard for him to stay as a point guard, right? Yep. He's an amazing defender, an amazing leader. Point guard?
Yeah, no.
Come on, bro.
And he's coming in for Ja, and you're not Ja. Like I don't.
Come on, bro. Like, there's no offense with him, right? And that's okay, right? We live with that.
Yeah, I guess not really.
But he's not Dylan Brooks. As much as people hated on him, he was locking up occasionally. And he wasn't a catch and shoot 3-point shooter, but off the dribble and stuff. Like, and he was just a nuisance. He wasn't the best nuisance, but he was a nuisance, right? You know, he was one of the few players I saw in the league last year that gave Russell Westbrook problems in terms of the drive, in terms of like actual. Russell was in his own head for a lot of the dumbass misses he was missing. He was making. But in terms of like actual regular Russell Westbrook drives, it was him and maybe I can't even say nobody else. He was like the main person that was giving him problems in terms of the full court. So at least from what I've seen, I can't speak for nobody else. People will have better answers than I do, but like he was a huge problem for a lot of guards, and I think just getting rid of him made no sense. It made Ja's job a lot easier. So
well, he became a villain real fast, and then people were like, "You're not that good."
We need villains.
Yeah,
we need
villains. I know, but I'm just
NBA Twitter. All right. I want anybody who's an NBA player that somehow sees this to understand this. You guys don't watch ball. You guys do not watch ball. You think stats mean something because you don't watch the fucking game, right? For example, you know who was the second best player on the field yesterday for the Pacers? It wasn't Tyrese, obviously. He's the number one. Mm-hmm. You know who the second best player was? It was TJ
McConnell was hooping.
TJ McConnell was hooping. But if you look at the stats, you're going to be like, oh, well, he was all right. No, he was the second best player on the fucking floor, right? He was the reason they had a chance in the entire game. But you won't know that because you go on Twitter and I'm going to watch highlights and I'm going to give my opinion on this and that. You don't watch basketball, bro. You have no idea what basketball is. You watch highlights, you watch tweets, and you think you know what the fuck you're talking about. You have no idea. So NBA Twitter, I don't even care what they have to say about Dylan Brooks. They don't watch Dylan Brooks play. They don't watch this man play. So they just think they have this judgment based upon like comment tweets, and they just build upon negativity instead of being like, you know what? Dylan Brooks was leading as one of the best deflectors in the league at the time, right? You know, Dylan Brooks in the half court was a monster. And, you know, like those things fucking matter. In the full court was a monster. Like I don't want to hear nobody from the NBA try to speak to me about that shit, bro. Like, it's just a bunch of stands, a bunch of people that don't watch ball. Like, fuck all it. Anyways, continue.
No,
plus, Aaron Nesmith was also a very good unsung hero for the Pacers.
Nesmith is going to be a problem. Yo, LeBron almost threw it on him. It was bad. It was really bad. He didn't care. He jumped with him and said, "I dare you." Like
he drew a lot of fouls. He
was taking charges, drawing fouls.
I think he shot like 8 free throws.
Yo, Nesmith and I'm telling you, Nesmith and
Benedict.
No, not Benedict. He was all right, but that was not the person that was. I'm talking Nesmith and what's his name? I'm really bad. I don't follow the Pacers that much. I'm sorry, Pacers fans.
It's okay.
Nesmith and the other one. We just said his name earlier.
McConnell? Mathurin?
No, Mathurin. Nesmith and Mathurin are the two focal points. That's the first name? Oh, sorry, yeah. Who calls him Benedict? Whatever. Benedict and Nesmith, those two are the focal points for that team. I'm telling you, like, you already know that Tyrese is a solidified superstar in the making. Obi Toppin's already kind of solidified himself a little bit. He's going to be like a Swiss Army knife. You know, like, I just think that Nesmith and Benedict are just insane. But anyways.
Also, with that happening, Bradley Beal is finally, hopefully, we don't know because maybe someone might call it last second, like the last game. We might actually see the Suns at full health, or at least the big three in full health. I think it's upcoming Tuesday versus the Warriors. What's your thoughts on the Suns so far? Do we feel like there's panic with them not playing any games at all as a full three trio, or do we think we gotta be patient for
it? Bro, you gotta understand, Devin Booker is insane. Like, yeah, you guys know how I feel about Kevin Durant, right? One of the 10 greatest, in my opinion, one of the 10 greatest players to play the game ever. That's just me. And I know it's personal bias, and I can make a very good argument for why he's as high as he is. But like Devin Booker, like you guys understand, like he scored 70 the year that I think the Suns went like what? They weren't winning anything that year.
And
They
he
weren't
lost the
doing
game.
well. It's right before Chris Paul came there, and he got 70.
Oh, you're
And it was
talking about
only because the coach.
wasn't that COVID year?
It's like what 2021, something like that.
2020,
Yeah. I know he faced
2021
Boston.
right
That's
before
the
Chris
only reason why I
Yeah, somewhere
remember.
around there. Yeah,
It's Boston, so.
bro, he only scored 70 because the coach took him out. He could have had 80. He could have 80. He could have passed Kobe, right? And those moments matter because you look at a player like Devin. He's not scared of the moment. He'll guard the best, not the best player maybe, but second best player. He'll guard up, right? He'll score. He's becoming an efficient playmaker at this point. He's becoming a great point guard, which was never his role at first. He was supposed to be a shooting guard, right?
Sure.
Becoming a great point guard. You have Kevin Durant, who's having some of the most efficient buckets of his life. Like, I'm not saying ever, because obviously I don't think anything's going to pass his Warrior years, but
Yeah, that
Sure.
was fine.
and even like the first year with the Nets, when he was healthy, but this man's having a great year in terms of that. When they get Bradley Beal, what do you do? What like I think people forget who Bradley Beal was, but like, what do you do?
He needs to. He needs
You
to
have
remind
Bradley
people.
Beal, Devin,
He
and
needs to remind
Kevin.
people. I'm just
And
saying.
he's going to. I think
Okay.
if his back stays healthy, if it doesn't, then I can't speak for it.
Then
But
it's
if it
like a
does-
Steve Nash thing, and it's all right. Like you know what I mean. I don't.
and I'm a
fault
huge
Steve
Cameron
Nash.
Payne too. Yeah.
Yeah. Or Cameron
Steve
Payne.
Nash was a terrible coach. I'm sorry, Steve Nash.
I know,
love you.
but
Do
we're
everything
talking about
you
the end
do.
of his
Good
career.
player, great.
I love
terrible
you.
coach.
Yeah.
But as a coach, you were just not good, right? I'm
Right.
sorry.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But for the Nets, at least. I'm not gonna say in general. It's just
Well,
for the
Wale,
Nets.
let me ask you this question.
So
When Steve Nash coached the Nets, who just never like gelled. I mean, I get KD and Booker are gelling. You know what I mean? So I mean, there's that connection. But what I'm saying is, when Bradley Beal does come back into the fold, is he a third option? Do they go to him more? Like where? Like
he's a third option.
do
What?
they struggle at first?
He's not better than Booker or KD.
No.
He
I'm
has
not
to be a
saying he
third
is,
option.
but what I'm saying is like you know how like when like LeBron, Wade, and like Bosh was automatically third option. You know what I mean? It's not like Bosh had
And
bad
Bradley
nights.
Beal, Chris Bosh.
You know, okay, but yeah, that's what it is. Bradley Beal's Chris Bosh.
Pretty much.
He has to
Okay.
be. He has no
Okay.
choice.
Okay.
You know, like this
Yeah.
is not Washington Wizards Day where like you're the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like we know you're the guy, but there's three people that are the guys,
Mhm.
right? And you have to
Mhm.
defer as third option to win. And
Right.
and that's a good thing. Because on a night where KD and Booker are off, that man will drop 40 on you.
Sure. Yeah.
And you will never see it coming. And that's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mhm.
Right? And
I
you
just
know,
feel like
there's even
sometimes-
moments where KD was the third option. This is
Yeah. Sure. No, I agree with that, but I'm just saying I feel like sometimes like I don't mean to bring up Kevin Love, but like we'll bring up like Cleveland and Kevin Love and like how they looked at his third option like is she the third option? You know what I mean? Like is he good enough? You know what I mean? I don't want people to look at Booker like that. You know what I mean? Or not Booker, what do you call it? Paul,
Beal.
like, yeah, Beal like that.
The only reason why he's like it, like he looks like that, because he's just been injured.
Yeah, I know. But still so was
I
Love
think
in a sense,
that
wasn't he?
Yeah, if he can fix his back and gets through the season, and there's no rush either, because I feel for Ben Simmons, for example, not to go off on a tangent, but
No, that's a good point.
everybody
Thank
thought
you.
Ben Simmons was like faking his injuries. Look where he's at now, right? He's
Mhm.
struggling, and
Mhm.
he was having a decent season. He came
was,
back, and then it just sucks because people think like, oh, well, I'm gonna pressure this player to come back and think this is gonna like, no, bro, these are humans. You know, injuries happen, and Bradley Beal's probably going through it, and hopefully he gets through it, and the Suns will have an amazing year. And if they don't, then they don't. But you know, like,
Then also, before we probably the last thing before we go into some predictions, how do you feel about the Clippers right now, Malik? Because I know your guy's on the team, and he got moved. He volunteered for the bench role.
putting aside my bias for Russ, it should have been James Harden on the bench.
Sure.
Russ was having really, really good numbers.
He was.
Like people are gonna say, well, James Harden is the better offensive option, which is true. But Russ does so much more around the floor that it just didn't make any sense to miss that, right? And the factor for PG is Russ. It's not Harden. It's not nobody else. When Russ is on the floor, PG plays better. They just have a connection, right? Russ was the reason why PG almost got his first MVP.
Yeah.
You know, and they had that connection in the Clippers floor. I think that Russ really brought that energy that they need, and Harden My only problem with Harden is that I have 2 problems with Harden. Number one, he slows down the pace tremendously in the half court. Amazing pick and roll player, but it takes him 15 to 20 seconds to get it done. I don't like that. Number two, he hesitates. He's been better on this lately, so I'm not gonna talk shit. But he hesitates on catch and shoots, and that shit irritates me because I've never seen somebody have an open catch and shoot as many times as Harden, pump fake and then drive. You are wide open as a great shooter. Just shoot the fucking ball. But I get it. You know what? I'm not the ball player. Do your thing. Yeah, we're winning right now, so I can't talk shit, right? I think the Clippers have at the pace they're going right now, a second round exit. If they can continue this and figure out a constant, steady flow, they can make conference finals and even a chip.
Also, health is a big problem. That's the number one problem for them.
Sure.
It was, but this year, it wasn't even health. This year, it's only just fit. Like they came in. I'm really mad that my biggest gripe is that Bones is not playing. Bones and Russ were just like, it was great, man. The first couple games. Yeah, hold on. What?
Gotcha. I mean, going off of what Waleed said, like we saw Russell Westbrook put up a decent amount of numbers with the Clippers before Harden got there.
Says.
Mm-hmm. But as soon as Harden got there,
look at the boxes in the freezer.
They had their back and forths as well, and then Westbrook's numbers started to dip a little bit as well, just because they're not running the same game plan they did with Russell Westbrook before Harden got there. Now with Harden there, they're running a completely new game plan.
Sure.
A lot of things that need to be learned as well with the offense, but I don't think anyone should be traded because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, you got to trade one of them to try to make it work." But as of right now, I believe with just time and patience and make sure everyone's healthy, because the big problem with the Clippers the last 2, 3, 4 years has been when the worst possible moment someone goes out with an injury, whether it's Kawhi or Paul George. Because this team with Mason Plumlee back, Zubac. I believe they do need some depth in the center big man position, but with all that and a perfect healthy roster, they can definitely make a deep run. They have the two-way talent.
Depth.
Big man depth.
I think they got a lot of depth.
Big man
minus the big dude.
Zubac has some of the. If you look at all the centers that's guarded Nikola Jokic, I promise you Zubac's in the top 3.
No, I get that.
Easily.
When he goes to the bench, there's no one to play center.
No, but what? Yeah, but they'll go small.
Tyson hasn't been having a good year. Are we watching the same games?
And he hasn't. Not saying he hasn't. I'm just saying they will go small. Why wouldn't they go small?
I feel like they need Plumlee back.
I'll take it Tice over Plumlee. I love Plumlee.
I would agree with that.
I don't know. Plumlee
can't shoot.
Ain't it. Plumlee cannot shoot. I agree with that.
No, we're not watching the same games. Tice has spaced the floor, and that's the reason why he's so good on the floor.
I love Tice.
He's had great defensive plays, right? And he's had great offensive plays.
Yeah.
I think he's done well. I'm just saying when it's crunch time, when they need a win, they'll go small ball if they have.
Why would you pick Plumlee over Tice? I'm gonna ask you that question, Phil.
Well, just because I think he may not be a better defensive presence, but I feel like he can move the ball around more. He's a better passer, which of course you have all those players like Russ and Harden to pass the ball, but just like a second option, just in case with like double teams or just going out with.
What is the center supposed to do? What is the center supposed to do?
Guard the paint, etc.
Why do I care about passing? What is the passing going to do? You can run the fast break, and that's great, but you can see that they're not focused on fast break points. If they were, Russ would be starting, and the team would be a lot faster, right?
Also, isn't Plumlee
I just don't
older?
think Plumlee's older. He's a great player. I'm not saying he's not, but at this point, I want to be mad they kept Tice because Tice he's been shooting great from the 3-point line. He's been all around, just an extra spark plug when he needed. He's an offensive presence. I don't see the problem with keeping Tice over Plumlee. I'm not going to say I don't like Plumlee. I want to be mad. They're like, oh, well, we're going to keep Plumlee instead of Tice. All right, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Do whatever you want. But I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, I think Tyson is a huge spark plug.
Plumlee, I'll give you that.
I think that the Clippers are in a good spot. It's just, I don't feel, again, this is me trying to put my bias aside. I don't think starting Harden over Russ was the play.
Sure.
I truly don't, but they're winning, so I'm not going to complain. I'm not a Russ fan enough that I don't enjoy winning. I want Russ to win a ring, and I don't care how it's done. So he can have 10 points a game. And you
believe both parties should stay? They shouldn't trade Russ or Harden? before the deadline?
Why would they trade Russ for?
There you
And
go.
if they trade Russ, which they might do, it's the front office pushing them out because what they originally wanted, which they never even gave a chance to see, was to see Russ push the pace with his team. But the front office wanted that traditional point guard, which is James Harden, which he's not even a traditional point guard in the sense that what a point guard actually is, because of how slow the pace is with him holding the ball.
Sure.
He has everything else, but it's just the pace, and that really matters in the game. And it's going to show in the playoffs when teams are pushing the pace a lot more often. Like, how do the Clippers face, like, let's say, for example, the Clippers face the Indiana Pacers. How do they face them? The Pacers push the ball heavily in
They run a
transition,
lot.
in the half court. What do? James Harden's a terrible fast break guarder, right? You can say, "Oh, well, James Harden's decent in the half court." I don't care about that argument. I don't really care. In the full court, in the fast break, what's he doing? He's trying to
nowhere near
strip.
a hustle player.
He misses a strip. It's GG's. All right, that man's gone. Right. What else? He's not blocking nobody's shot.
No.
He's not grabbing no passes in the lane. He might get a small deflection. Nobody cares about that. You get Tyrese Halliburton, top three passes in the game in the fast break and just in general. What are you gonna do? Like Russ, the reason why Russ is so important in the starting lineup is that even if he's not having a great offensive game, he's getting deflections, he's getting steals, he's getting blocks,
Sure.
he's just showing up somewhere where even if offense isn't there, because if James Harden has no offense, what does he have?
Oof.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. And that's my problem. But again, I'm happy for the Clippers winning, so I'm not going to talk shit. I'm not mad at them trading for James Harden, even though I think it was unnecessary. It's working, and
I think
I
it
would
was a
love to
smart move.
see. Yeah, I would love to see the four the four Cali players
Yep.
come together and win their first ring all together.
Ooh.
Obviously, Kawhi already has their thing, but James Harden has no rings. Russ has no rings.
PG.
Paul has no rings. It'd be nice.
It would mean a lot. Plus the Clippers be their first ring too, right?
Plus, I feel like they've been a huge disappointment ever since Kawhi and PG got there. Like they're saying the whole battle of LA bullshit, but it's mostly been the Lakers one-sidedly. They won the championship. The Clippers haven't done like anything.
It's not
or-
one-sidedly in the terms
I mean,
of
they won
the
the-
Lakers
they won the
can't beat the
championship.
Clippers to save their life, but in terms of championships itself, you could say that.
And they won the in-season tournament, so they're double champs against the Clippers. They have two championships over the Clippers now.
But let me ask you something. Where did they win those championships? Because they didn't win them in Los Angeles.
Wait, you win.
I get that. But what I'm saying is like, you know, Lakers fans want a chip.
Yeah.
Another one. You know what I mean? Like
they
now
always
that
do.
now that the Lakers have won the in-season tournament, the stakes are getting raised a little bit higher. You watch these.
Yeah,
watch these
especially
Lakers.
The only
Anthony
way,
Davis
the only way that
like
the Lakers, I don't even care about that. The only way the
Yeah,
Lakers
yeah.
win is if LeBron drops 30 points a game for the playoffs.
And you're not
If he's
wrong.
not dropping
That's
that,
1,000% right.
I don't want to hear it.
You're right.
Anthony
right.
Davis is not reliable enough. I think Anthony Davis is a powerhouse, but his
He's amazing,
consistency
but-
hasn't been there. I don't know what's going on. One game he'll have 30 and 20, and the next game he'll have fucking 9 and 6, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
I hear that.
Yeah,
No,
I
I hear
but-
that.
plus I just think the Lakers are too reliant on those two as well. There's not a player like a lot of players that can like.
who else can he rely on?
Austin Britt now. Don't say they
I
don't.
love Austin.
I'm
He
saying
needs
they
more
don't.
years. Where he's like, like Austin's amazing. I love Austin. You got D'Angelo Russell, who's decent. I like Torian Prince. Rui Hachimura is a good Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, Christian Wood, but he's not getting much.
Don't even talk about Christian Wood. I don't even want to hear that. He's an amazing player to a different team because they're not utilizing him right. I think Christian's amazing, just not on that team. You got Cam Reddish, who they'll occasionally put in for a whole game when he plays great defensively, and I love Cam Reddish as well. I think he's
Cam
amazing.
Reddish Cam Reddish and Vando and Prince were just all dogging Hallie full court the whole game in the championship. It was
Yeah, they had to throw everybody at him. There's nothing else they could. They have so many big bodies, and that's their benefit. They have a lot of big bodies, so
yeah. So if Reddish was out, Vando was guarding Hallie full court. If Vando was out, it was going to be Reddish guarding in full court. It was just that's the way you stop that fast-paced Pacers offense. You just have someone guard Halliburton full court, and that's what they did and executed pretty well.
Yeah.
Before we get on to the two activities before we end the pod, do you have any predictions for the season from you? Any player, team?
Oh.
It could be as crazy. It could be tame. Anything you want. Because some of these are looking, most of us are looking terrible. But
The Magic will fall to 6 seed. Um, I just don't. I don't care. I don't think the Magic are exciting to watch. Apollo is great. I like Jalen Suggs. I like Cole Anthony, Jonathan. Isaacs and stuff. I just don't see them. Franz Wagner, obviously, I mean, I respect the goat. You feel me? But like, I just. It's just I'm not gonna say it's a fluke. I just don't think it sustains in the long run.
I mean, like the
And
Jazz
even
last
if
year.
the Magic makes it work, even if the Magic make it work, they're gonna go to the playoffs and get swept, or maybe a 6 game exit
Okay.
at most.
So
Or they face someone
will-
who needs to win, and then I don't know. I'm not advocating for the match to go farther. I'm just saying that like, watch the Knicks lose to them. You know what I mean? Like I don't. You know what I mean? Like somebody who
the
should be there.
Knicks.
I'm just somebody. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like
the Knicks are the first option.
like
But so,
I'm just. I don't mean.
The
To be
Knicks.
I don't mean to be that alarmist, but I'm just saying.
so you see this team, the Magic, having like a season like the Jazz last year. They surprised you like the first half and a good majority of the season, but then they eventually came to earth and then started losing the games they shouldn't be losing.
I think the
Sure.
Pacers go to the conference finals.
That's
That's my hot take.
I like that hot take.
There's nobody that threw more bodies at Halliburton than the Lakers. And if Halliburton learns from this game how to maneuver, say goodbye. They go into the conference finals. I promise you. I'm telling you right now.
So you think
Tyrese
they've arrived?
Halliburton, Neesmith, Miles Turner, Buddy Hield, and Benedict. I don't know what else you do.
And TJ
Plus,
McConnell.
Obi Toppin and TJ. I'm telling you, they're a scary team.
They-
No one didn't expect it. I think that the Bucks still have growing pains, and they might make it to the conference finals. I don't know.
Sure.
The
Especially on defense.
Celtics are almost a lock. I hate the Celtics, but they're almost a lock.
I would agree with that.
That was
The
actually
Knicks-
from you. I appreciate it.
The Knicks are one bad Julius Randle game from just being eliminated.
Sure. hear that.
I think Julius Randle is an amazing player, but I promise you that the moment he has a bad game, his entire presence disappears. He has his head down the rest of the game. Nobody cares. Jalen Brunson's the only life in the party. I think that RJ Barrett is a decent player. People overrate him. I think he's decent. In terms of NBA level, and in terms of the Knicks, he could go to a different team and be absolutely spectacular.
Sure.
I just nothing moves me with RJ on the Knicks. I'm not like, oh, I need to keep RJ, right? Like in the Knicks, you need to keep a couple players, right? I think you need to keep Grimes. I know it's a hot take. That's
Even
me
though
personally.
he's mad at
You need to keep
he's not
Jalen
getting minutes
Brunson,
either.
yeah.
There's drama.
you know,
with
and then everybody else is kind of movable. For the most part, I mean, you could keep Josh
Yeah.
Hart. I would keep Josh Hart because of the connection with Jalen Brunson, and he's just one of the best rebounding guards in the game. You need that,
Mhm.
right? You need to keep Emmanuel quickly for just a bench presence. He's the best bench player you have. And then I don't really care for Mitchell Robinson as much. I don't really care for. I think you can move Julius if you wanted to. I think you can move Julius and RJ for DeMar DeRozan in the next couple of weeks to be fine. And that's just me personally.
I don't know.
I don't know why they need DeMar DeRozan. Because I feel like he's
I
on
mean,
the
who
back
else
end
do
of
you
his
have?
career.
I
I
mean,
think
I
he
get
gets
that.
He gives you more points than Julius, and he gives you more points than RJ. So why wouldn't you?
I mean, you don't think he walks at the end of the contract?
I think
I
that's a
doubt it.
question mark.
I
I also
mean,
don't
if he
think they're going to
does-
re-sign quickly. I think
Plus,
the Knicks are
plus,
going to drop the ball there.
I think they need better 3-point shooting as well. The Knicks. And then
Yeah, I
DeMar
guess.
DeRozan's not a
Who,
3-point
but
shooter.
who are you going to get though?
Uh,
That's the question.
that's a good question though. The question is who?
Nobody. Wants like.
That's
I
a settle.
can't stand New York GMs right now. Don't bring it up. I don't want to talk about it. I don't know what the plan is. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed at the
The
Jets.
front office has sucked for years.
Oh no, but like they all suck. Like it's like a mind fart on every.
New
single
York
level.
has been a fucking travesty. Like
Giants won.
my goal is to officially, once Russell Westbrook retires, convert to everything New York related
Okay.
sports.
Oh,
So everybody gets off my back. Everybody's been on my back. Oh, you're not loyal to New York and blah blah.
No, I
blah.
think you're loyal.
that is nasty work.
No, I'm not. I'm okay with that, right?
Not.
I think you're
I'm loyal
honest,
to,
though.
to Westbrook. I was
Sure.
I was an OKC fan.
That's fucking
and-
Durant,
and
that's
it.
it.
It was what it was. What? So the greatest duels of ever. Like, that's just my opinion. I just love them. But you know,
Yeah, that's kind
um,
of. But yeah,
I
here.
want to convert myself to a Knicks fan so that I can suffer with everybody else and stop being bothered. But
Oh, do you want to hear? You want to hear a
Right.
fun fact?
Just choose Brooklyn.
What?
You don't have to choose the Knicks.
Yeah, to not root for the
Brooklyn.
Knicks. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could.
Have a
I
better
mean,
team.
I wouldn't. I think that's a wrong choice. But like, did you?
Of course it is.
One of the fun facts I found out in the past weeks is James Dolan, the owner of the Knicks, doesn't pay tax on the Knicks.
Telling them.
You know,
He
know
like
this is
a
fun fact?
lifetime no tax.
James Dolan is a terrible owner. Wow.
He is.
Big news. Big news.
No. But like, what I'm
just-
saying is just like it blows my mind how they have that contract with New York, and he doesn't like he gets to like apparently this is on the low, but the New York Liquor Association might try to pull the liquor out of MSG because he's trying to ban lawyers. So that's the latest.
Interesting.
But
Pop. But,
yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I just I know
It's juice.
He's a horrible
It's juice.
owner. I don't know.
mm,
It is juice.
Tequila.
Hey, Hughes. Tequila. Ew. Not right now.
Oh, you said ew, damn.
But
So- any other takes, or we're gonna move on?
there's a couple I gotta get off my chest because I haven't been here in a while.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Fire off.
Let's hear him.
Let me see.
That's a
That sounds
penalty.
good.
Who's rookie of the year?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Chet.
If it's not Chet, I
Chet.
don't know who else it would be.
Chet.
Victor, they cannot get Victor that the Spurs are terrible.
Wemby? Come on,
Chet,
man.
Chet is your
Wemby's
leading rookie of the year
good.
candidate
He's
as of
good.
right now.
Wemby,
Yeah.
he should be decent enough that he can lead the team a little bit better because
Sure.
they have they have Vassell, they have
Kelvin.
Kelvin Cool, but the one hand shooter.
How do you feel about Sochan at point guard?
Sochan, that's what I mean.
Should he be
They're
playing?
not giving him enough time, bro. Give him like a year or two before I just think that we're in a time period where everybody's impatient, and it's like people forget how many years it took for players like Jordan to be really good, for players
Sure.
of like the
Okay,
toppest,
Jordan.
like the highest caliber. Like the Dame was losing for years before he even got to our conference finals. Bro, he's one of the greatest shooters to ever live. Like I just think that we're just in an impatient time period because we live in a social media era where nobody watches basketball, and I'm tired of people. Like
His highlights and I like
As a
his takes,
person
I'm
who-
happy him.
as a person who used to not watch basketball and just give like opinions on takes I've seen of highlights, it's not the same, right? You don't understand the importance, for example, of a player like Draymond Green. Everybody's like, is Draymond Green a Hall of Fame player? Shut the fuck up, bro. Let's not even do that comment. Without Draymond Green, did the Cavaliers not beat the Warriors? The 1 year Draymond was suspended? Come on, bro. Like we could have this conversation over and over again,
That's what I
right? Your second best passer is Draymond.
Sure.
Your second best passer is Draymond. Your best defender is Draymond. Like your
He's
best leader behind Steph is Draymond.
He's
Like
a Hall of
what are we
Famer.
doing?
I get that, but he acting a little reckless right now, Wally. I don't mean to be like that. but
And
he
he
is.
needs. I'm okay with it. I
You're
love it
okay
all.
with the reckless?
The Warriors need to
Yes,
fire
I'm
right now.
okay
with
it all.
I don't know.
You need an
Fire.
asshole, bro.
No,
Bro, we can.
you do, but
If
you also
y'all want
need
to, y'all talk about Draymond. We can pull up Kevin Garnett clips
We could.
today,
We could.
guaranteed.
I
That
get
looks
that.
crazy. We can pull up Ron Artest clips
Yes.
today. That look
Yes.
crazy. We can
Yes.
pull up Gary Payton clips.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and I get it. Y'all want to
You
punish
wanna pull up the
Draymond for it because it's a different time.
No,
That's
I
perfectly
don't.
fine.
I
I'm
don't.
okay.
I don't.
I'm not
I'm
mad.
just saying.
I'm not mad at the fines for Draymond, but he's needed.
George,
I agree
Right.
with that. I
He
agree with
is
that.
and
George,
more
obviously
aggressive
Garnett
than
over
Dylan
Draymond,
Brooks.
obviously. George said in the chat, Garnett over Draymond. Obviously.
No, but I think he's thinking of like.
I mean, but who's gonna take
You know what I
over
mean?
Garnett in terms of like, it's not many people you can take over Garnett.
Right.
Garnett's a beast, right?
Also, I think there's an interview with the Pistons. I think where Hugh Wallace was doing an interview. He said if you want to blame anyone for how Draymond acts, it's us because
Yeah.
he had a friend in the locker room, so he was involved. in
Bro,
those
the only reason why they
04, 05 Pistons
blown out
locker
of
rooms as well.
they only blown out of proportion because he punched you out in pool. So now all eyes are on him. But trust me, there are dirty players that have survived for years.
Sure.
There is Zaza Pachulia.
John.
There was
Sure.
early Patrick Beverly, right? There's Grayson Allen.
Grayson
There's
Allen.
people who are far dirtier than Draymond. They're like, oh well, we're gonna pick on Draymond because he's the center of attention. It's like, bro, I get it. He does do some dickhead shit sometimes, but
Absolutely.
No, I feel we
so
do need to hold
But,
him accountable,
John,
but at the same time, I hear what you're saying.
if
You
he's
shouldn't give
not
away everyone's
injuring
flowers.
nobody, if
No, I
he's
get that.
not injuring nobody, I have no problems with what he's doing. He is a dickhead. Nobody's taking that away.
No,
I don't even blame you if you don't like him.
Yeah,
That is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh well, he's being. I'm not doing that.
No, I'm not doing that either.
Bro.
I'm just saying.
John, also Saquon touchdown.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. I know.
Yeah, but
We've been in this comp. No, but like what I'm trying to say is like I'm just holding him accountable for that moment. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to be like he's a horrible person, but like what I'm saying is like if he did that or if anybody did that and pick up basketball, it would be a fight. You know what I mean? And it's not like because we all know holding someone by somebody else's neck is not right. And I mean I feel like he's apologized.
It's because they soft. They are soft.
They are soft.
That is all there is to it. If you have somebody on your team watching somebody get their neck taken and nobody does something, you are soft. That's all there is to it. If anybody came up, Anthony Edwards is the franchise play. He can't really do much.
He can't.
But let's say he did something, right? Let's say he did something. I understand. Cat, what's the what? I don't want to hear that.
Cat should have said something. Cat should have done something. I don't mean to be like
Cat soft too. Cat, if you see this for some reason, I think you were an amazing player. I think you were a great basketball player. But you should not have let that slide. You are fucking 7 feet tall. You should not have let that slide, bro.
Right
come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's just me personally.
Oh my god. He couldn't believe
and then Rudy Gobert had his hands up, bro. It's already over, bro. He grabbed you by the neck. There's nothing you putting your hands is not gonna change that. But that's just me.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I just think players are soft nowadays, bro, personally. Because I promise you, anybody touch somebody on the Warriors, Draymond is outside. I promise you. And that's what you need in your team, right? Somebody who's like is gonna slide no matter what happens. Like for the Grizzlies, as underrated as it may seem, Steven Adams was picking people up for people. He was picking people up. He's not a trouble starter. But if you bring trouble, Steven Adams is arguably the strongest player in the game. Arguably. What the fuck are you gonna do to that man? Right? You need somebody who's gonna come forward like, you know what? I'm not letting this rock. And you have too many people on the Timberwolves that could be dogs that were not being dogs. Every team needs a dog. The Warriors got Draymond. Like, think about everything that's won in the past couple of years. Like, how many? Like, you need a dog. You need one person that's just gonna be there. You know what's the dog for the Bucks? PJ Tucker. Like, like for the Nuggets, you could argue.
On the 76ers now, you know what I mean? I like that fit.
A dog.
Player-wise. I'm just saying, yeah. I mean, everybody needs a dog. I mean, absolutely.
Neesmith for the Pacers.
I love it. Neesmith is a problem. A lot of players don't have dogs nowadays, bro, and that matters. That matters. Like when it comes to certain teams, you're like, all right, they're really good, but what the even the Celtics. Putting my bias aside against the Celtics, as a Celtics hater, you guys don't have a dog. You don't have one. Right? You have Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown who are coinciding with each other, but there's no top dog. Jason Tatum should be saying, "This is my fucking team. This is my team." I don't want to hear no, "Oh, it's me and Jaylen Brown." I don't care about that. I love Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is one of the most athletic guards in the league. He is amazing. He is fucking. But that's why. Listen, Jason Tatum is the greatest Celtics player since what? Since Larry Bird, maybe. I'm asking you, Phil. I'm asking you, since Larry Bird, maybe?
Answer that question.
Give him a couple of years.
Or is he
you can say Paul Pierce.
Yeah,
you can say Paul Pierce. I understand that.
Besides Paul Pierce, yes.
Besides Paul.
Yeah.
All right. So, but you know, Paul Pierce was saying, "I'm him." Paul Pierce is in people's faces, right? I just need Jason Tatum. I just need one game where Jason's like, "Nah, I'm taking over, and this is I'm him. That's it. I want the difference."
In the regular season, Phil, with our bet on the
I don't care about points, bro. I don't care about points.
I care about points.
Jason Tatum's a certified bucket. I care about the demeanor.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yo, when LeBron comes on the court and he scores, he makes it known, right? Sometimes he'll defer. But for the most part, he's coming out saying, "Yo, I'm taking over. Move the fuck out my way." Giannis, I'm taking over. Move the fuck out my way. Nikola is the one exception because of how talented he is as a passer. Right, but in general, who are we talking to? Who are we talking about? Right? You can say Anthony Davis. Who was the MVP for the finals when the Lakers won?
Was it LeBron?
Who?
It was LeBron, right?
LeBron.
It was LeBron.
Yeah.
So But Jason, I'm telling you, Jason is just a little bit of dog away from the Celtics winning the finals.
Is he
I'm
caught from
telling
that
you,
cloth though? That's my question.
Mama's
he
mentality
needs
better
to.
be.
He
Like what
points
I'm
wise,
saying
he
is he a
is.
Kobe? Is he an MJ? Is he a LeBron? Is he somebody you
He
tell that
talks
story
like he
about?
is, but he needs to be it. That's all I
Okay.
want.
He's gotten
I
better
think
every
Jason's
year.
already a
That.
certified bucket. He's become a better playmaker. He's a good defender. Great. I want
He
it to
gets
be like,
rebounds. Crazy.
yo, I want it to be like when the game's on the line for the last fourth quarter, move the fuck out my way. Stop giving Jaylen Brown the ball. Stop giving him the ball. Give me the fucking ball. And when the interview comes afterwards, I'm him. The demeanor is there. They don't have a dog yet. You know who's the dog for the Celtics? It's not Jason Tatum. I'll tell you the dog is. You'll be surprised. It's not Jason Tatum. It's not Jaylen Brown. When I tell you the dog is,
Is it Kristaps?
no, it's not Drew. No.
Thank you.
Your dog is Derek White, nigga. Your dog is Derek fucking White. Derek White comes on the floor and says, I'm going to guard him, and I'm going to score a 3 whenever I need to. And he'll talk it. That's all. He's your biggest
Bill does not
dog.
disagree with you.
He's
Bill
the-
said
He's your
dog
biggest
is
dog.
really-
And he's not even
he's
your best
dog.
player, bro.
Especially
He's not even your best
year.
player.
He showed that in the Heat
Like-
Game 7 last year. He's the only one fighting.
You want to know why? You want to know why the Heat
I
always
don't know
keep
if I
making
would
it
say best
forward?
player. I don't know if I would say best
Jimmy.
player, but
You want to know why Jimmy? You want to know why they keep winning? Jimmy comes out and says, "Yo, bro, I'm gonna do this, this, and this,
yep.
and what the fuck are you gonna do to stop me?" And what happens? He bitched the Bucks. I don't care what nobody has to say about the Heat not winning. He bitched the Bucks.
He did.
He should have bitched the Celtics too, but they dropped the ball a couple of those games, which I don't even know how. And then shout out to Derek White for that crazy Game 6 winner. That was fucking phenomenal. Even though I really wish it didn't happen. It was historical. I'm gonna give him that, right? He bitched the Bucks. He beat the Celtics. The only team he didn't beat was who?
The Nuggets.
The Lakers and who? And the Nuggets.
Yep.
Nikola Jokic, one of the greatest players we've seen in I don't even know how many years, bro. Like what the fuck do you do against that man, right? But you talk about dogs. Who do you have left? We have the Heat with Jimmy Butler. We have LeBron. We have Giannis. That's 3. Embiid's not a dog. Man, I don't hear that shit, bro. He's a great player. He's not a dog. He is not a dog. He's a good player. He is a great player.
Absolutely.
It's not even about the disappearance. He's not saying this is my team and I'm taking over. Like, these niggas are soft. Like, I think
Curry a dog?
yeah. He's just an assassin. There's a difference.
I don't know. I think he's a dog.
Curry's an assassin. He's not gonna talk. Curry's not gonna be in your face talking. He just comes in, he drops 50, and we can't do nothing about it. He's the greatest shooter that's ever lived. He's an assassin, right?
Okay.
At least be an assassin, right? Like Kevin Durant is an assassin. He's not a dog. He's an assassin.
Got you. I got you.
Devin Booker's arguably an assassin. Luka Doncic is split between a dog and an assassin.
We would say an assassin is higher than a dog, technically.
No, I think the dog's higher because you can have you can have what?
I mean, no, I'm just
what?
saying. Hear me out. Can I hear me out for a second? I don't know how we're doing ranking wise. I'm just saying that like
those tiers, Waleed.
You can argue it's equal. You can argue it's equal.
Okay,
I can argue with you that's equal.
Right, that's all.
But all right, yeah. I wouldn't say that like I would put an assassin over a dog because if you're telling me like, for example, like I think MJ was a dog.
Curry over Draymond. Draymond's a dog. You know what I mean? Curry's the assassin. Who are you picking?
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Ooh,
So I guess you could say it's circumstantial then. I'm gonna say my point back.
Yeah,
it's circumstantial.
There you go.
But it's a limited pool of assassins who really like that, right? Like if we talk about like a pool of 5, for example, right? Yeah. If we talk about a pool of 5 of assassins, that's what? Just Curry, there's Kevin Durant. I'd put Booker in there.
And you said Luka 50-50?
Luka, and I'd put who's the 5th person? For assassin, you could argue Jason if you really want to. You could argue Dame.
Sure.
You could argue Kyrie. Oh, Kyrie. It's been a while since he's been an assassin that really takes over, in my opinion. Yeah, again, and that's somebody who loves. I think Kyrie's the most skilled person to ever touch the basketball, ever. You can tell me, oh, MJ, I'm telling you. Me personally, as a all-around skilled player, I'm taking Kyrie. That man is a god when it comes to touching the basketball. But that doesn't always translate to winning, right? He's the best two-hand finisher, the best dribbler. Like this nigga, he's ridiculous, right? But I'm not taking. I don't know, So I guess it's circumstantial. I should really rethink some of my answers. But I need at least one dog on your team, right?
Sure.
Because Curry is the assassin, but let's say Curry falls apart. Draymond's the dog, and that's why they always keep winning because he's the fucking dog.
Well, because
He's
someone
out
else
there,
can step
dog.
in that assassin role. Draymond sees that. You know what I mean? How you got.
But the
Clay, you
76ers, they at least they had PJ for a little bit. And it's like you had a dog,
sure.
and now you have Embiid, and I love Maxey. I'm a huge Maxey fan. I hate the 76ers, but I'm a huge Maxey fan. I love Melton. I love Tobias a little bit.
Yeah.
You have a good set of people, but it's like, okay, like where's your dog at? Like a dog is always needed to win a chip, in my personal opinion. Like someone's gonna step up and just be that guy. Like even for the Nuggets, the dog was Aaron Gordon. He was coming up clutch in the moments. He wasn't having a crazy amount of points. He was rebounding at the right moments. He was putting pressure on the defensive end. He was being a nuisance all around and saying, "I'm here." Right? And those moments matter. And I think that the Celtics, the closest they have is Drew Holiday. We have to recover from last year. What Jimmy did to him was ridiculous, bro. Jimmy doing that to you? Like, I get it. Jimmy dropped him like 25 to 30. I get it. But the way he did that man in that series was crazy. And the last game, talking to you mid-game, this man was down by 10 saying, "I'm going to fuck your ass." I don't know how much your cursing matters on live.
Well, John can't.
Right. I'm gonna fuck your ass up, bro. And I'm like, yo,
John
this
can't.
man was dogging. So, in my opinion, I just think that those factors matter because the Celtics were always a championship caliber team, right?
Sure. Yeah.
But I just didn't have that dog factor when it came to facing the Warriors. That's the only reason why they lost. They were more talented. They had better skilled players, and they still lost, right? And that's why I try to consider in terms of the.
That's a good assessment. I like that.
So, before we head out, we got some activities to do. Me and John has been on a streak lately with grids. Have you done a grid before? NBA grids? Do you know what they are by any chance?
I've never done it, but I'm here for it.
Gotcha. So
That's what's up.
basically, our job is we have to match the top and bottom of squares, like Family Feud, and we have to try to see if we can name a person that fits the said square. So I'm gonna pull it up real quick on here. Let's see. And then we'll end with a random activity. So, hoops grids. So, on the left side, let me know when it popped up for y'all. When you see it.
Just did. Yeah.
Okay. So, on the top, it's going to be 10 double-doubles in a regular season. So, obviously someone who can pass and rebound or score, et cetera, that combo. 15 points per game and drafted the 10th overall pick. So, anyone drafted 10 and passed, and on the left, a Cavalier, a Jamal Crawford teammate, or a Jazz. So basically, the concept for this square, the top left, person that has 10 double doubles in a regular season, and also a member of the Cleveland Cavaliers in history. So basically, try to match the answer. So understand the concept?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. John, start us off. What you got? Also, it doesn't matter what kind of answer you give. We're not looking for rarity. We're just looking to finish the grid. So if you think of an obvious answer, feel free to say it. You don't have to go for like a really, really like, oh, no one would think of this type of answer.
Okay. 15 points per game in a season. Let's go Chris Paul. That's a teammate of Jamal Crawford, right? And Chris Paul and Jamal
I was
Crawford.
say, where are you going with this?
Sorry.
I was like, Chris Paul put the Cavs or the Jazz. It's like, oh, Chris Paul. Yep. There you go.
We did something obvious. Sorry about it.
You being nice. I'm 10 double-doubles, LeBron James.
There you go.
Easy. Imagine
So they just have the easy stuff out the way.
How the fuck was that more rare than Chris Paul? So the lower the percentage, the more rare the answer is. So yeah. 10 double doubles and regular season and a teammate of Jamal Crawford, DeAndre Jordan. The second part of Lob City.
Ooh,
I was thinking about Blake Griffin, but that's smart.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't be a Cavalier play, right? No, it doesn't be a Cavalier for that one.
For which one?
No, never mind. Whose turn is it?
John.
My turn. Drafted after the 10th. Ooh, after the 10th pick. Ooh, never mind.
I think it could be 10 and past. I believe.
Okay, I got you. All right. I'm still thinking. Let's go Cavs, 15 points per game. Kyrie Irving. Super obvious.
Okay.
Sorry.
Imagine if it's like 5%.
I doubt it.
What the fuck?
2.63. Let's go.
How?
How?
How's that
I don't
rare?
know. But I needed
Okay,
it. So thank you.
Well, wait, who do you got? You got how the fuck is that a
Oh,
rare?
10 double doubles for the Jazz. Easily Rudy Gobert, bottom left.
Yep, absolutely, that works. How the watch 5%?
No, he'll be like 7.
5. It works.
Oh wow.
15 points per game and Jazz. Let's go Darren Williams. Let's go D well. That should be 2%. Thank you. John, last 3.
Drafted after the 10th pick. This one's hard. I do not know. I kind of want to pass here.
You could choose a different square. You don't have to go with 10th pick.
What you mean? There's nothing else left.
There's nothing else left.
Oh, I because you said Cavs. I thought you meant like.
Oh, got you. Yeah, no. I don't know. Yeah, can I pass for this one? You guys can go.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, did you got anything?
I can't remember which pick JJ Redick was. I want to say JJ Redick for the Jordan Crawford, but I think he was like 3rd or 4th for some reason.
Was he top 10 pick? I mean, we could try it if you want. There's no, we have no guesses.
Yeah, let's go JJ Redick.
Okay.
I don't remember if he was top 10 or not because he was the arguably the best like college ball player that year. No, not ball player, but like shooter.
No.
It worked. Oh wow.
Yeah, it worked. 10th overall pick in Utah Jazz. Did
After 10th?
when was Donovan Mitchell drafted?
He was definitely like top 10. He was definitely top 10.
Derek Favors
You
was top
can
10
pick
as well.
it, but
Nah. Karolinko? Was he top 10? Try Karolinko.
I don't remember.
I will try Andre Karolinko. Got it. Let's go.
Cavs after top 10.
Let's get what you
Cavs
got.
after top 10.
Think of some random Cavs bench player or random starter.
Mo Williams? I have no idea.
That could be it.
Did he get drafted by the Cavs?
I don't know.
I think he has to be.
That's fine.
It might have been a
draft pick
restricted free agency.
and also. Let's see.
Okay, well then
John for the win. Well, damn, you had the most rare answer out of all of us.
Let's get it.
Okay. Yeah. So there's your grid. LeBron, Kyrie, Mo Williams. John got the best answer out of the group, even though he was kind of hesitant on it. DJ, Chris Paul, JJ. Well, all Clippers. Rudy Gobert, D. Will, and Andre Karolinko. Hey, that was easy.
That was lucky.
I love JJ Redick.
That was
That's
real
JJ.
lucky.
Hey,
Yeah,
like
you
JJ
know me.
Redick.
You know Jay is my favorite. One of my favorite 2K players ever, and one of my favorite shooters of all time.
yeah, because we had 2K wars in Park. So
Leading Duke scorer.
he is.
Yeah, he is.
I didn't know that. So
Yeah.
and
There's
one
a
last
problem.
thing before we head out. We have a bracket challenge. We're gonna choose left or right. John was kind of hesitant on the first one we did during football, but I'm gonna see how we feel about this one.
I'm still hesitant.
So it's not sports related. It's gonna be right here. Let me know when it pops up.
We did chocolate last time. It was all right. Ooh, fast foods.
Best fast food items.
So
Mm.
because me and John did a best chocolate bracket. I think it was Thursday, right? Thursday. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's gonna be a round of 32. So we're gonna see. Do we want to work as a team or do we want to go individual? Like you get this round, you get this pick. Yada.
So yeah, I'm just here
We go individual.
to.
Individual. Okay.
Okay.
We'll go.
So we'll do John. Will lead me.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait. Make it bigger than 32.
Oh, I mean, we kind of don't want the video to be too long.
Got you.
Oh, John. Lord.
This is hard. I'm gonna go Taco Bell. Chicken quesadilla.
I agree.
Pain.
I know.
I love the
sorry about it.
quesadillas. I love. Okay, Waleed, you're up next. Oh, it's not too hard.
PB half baked.
Ooh. Ben and Jerry's? You like Ben and Jerry's?
But it's not even fucking fast food, though.
Yeah,
Whatever.
because it's at a fast food. I don't know why Ben and Jerry's is there. Because Wendy's fast food, but why?
It's on like GoPuff and stuff. It's like You can get a quick check or whatever.
Oh,
So there's a right answer here.
the strawberry biscuits.
Yeah.
The regular wait, strawberry what? Strawberry biscuits.
You remember the Popeyes strawberry biscuits we had? I think I was telling y'all about maybe a while ago.
I didn't know they had those. It's Popeye's biscuits in general are just top tier.
You
have some
I
water.
was talking about it in the chat. I made a whole ass TikTok about them. It was fire though. John,
I was
you're
good.
up.
There's a right answer here.
There's a right answer,
McChicken
John.
or Chick-fil-A combo?
John, don't mess up.
I honestly don't know. So if I could phone a friend, Waleed, what are you thinking?
McChicken. It's a classic.
I would agree.
I would agree with that.
I would agree with that. I'm annoyed at McDonald's for there used to be a spicy McChicken. You know what I mean? But this is
Yeah, I know them. Yeah, they don't make those anymore.
Yeah, I know, so
They
sad.
don't?
Plus,
No,
I can't support Chick-fil-A as a corporation. You know what I mean? They're just horrible people.
Chicken it is.
Yeah, my chicken.
Yeah.
Waleed.
I've never had In-N-Out. Can we skip this? Fellas, you take this. I've never had In-N-Out. So I can't answer this.
I had In-N-Out before. Olote. I'm going cream corn.
Okay, cool.
All right, what you gonna give me? Give me something good.
Oh,
This is good. There you go.
Oh, that's whoa!
This might be the best one. This might be the best one of the draft.
you wanted the harder choice.
This one is the best one of the draft.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, not gonna like me for this.
I swear to God.
But Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
Oh, it's a cheese bread?
Okay, I like it.
Bro,
I actually do
there's
like
no
it
cheesy
before.
bread better than Domino's. If it was
That's right.
Domino's,
If it was
it would have been
Domino's, it'd be
wraps.
it.
But
Okay.
I'm not taking Little Caesars over that.
It's your round.
Okay,
That's fair.
understandable. I like Philly cheesesteak is iconic too. So
Up, John. Up, John.
I'm
Oh, that's easy.
done.
There's only one answer. There's only one answer.
Five
Wait,
guys
wait.
for us. Sorry.
Oh, I
Thank
thought you
you,
were choosing
thank you.
against Five Guys.
Well, I am, but I make so if I make them, they're fucking delicious. So
Okay. I agree.
Five Guys fries is top tier,
they are top tier.
and they give you extra fries in the bag.
Is it my
Yeah.
turn or is it Waleed's turn? It's Waleed's turn, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Because I just skipped the last one. So I never had Sonic, so
Oh, I
You
had
have to
them
go
before.
again.
I had them with
Never
him
had
before.
Sonic. Wow,
yeah, I know the New York City lifestyle. We don't have many down here.
that's good.
Did you have a Raising Cane's?
They're gonna open one up this year. Actually, where we're at, but it's not open yet.
Okay, cool.
What you got?
First one.
First one.
I don't know. I never had this shit. So
I don't blame you. Is
All right.
Dave's the South one?
I've never had Dave's either. So the only stuff I've never had before. This is rough.
Right.
This is rough.
Um,
But I also think there's a right answer, Phil.
I never had. Have I had Panda Express?
Phil, you never had Panda Express?
Actually, yeah, I'll go with Panda Express. I think I did.
Okay.
I don't know. I could just make Panda Express at home.
Give me something I've had before.
Give me some.
So John,
Ooh.
Give me something I've had before, bro. I keep going, bro. It's looking rough for me right now.
yeah. Yeah, John. Then okay, yeah, John, you're up, John.
I'll go.
Yo, George, if you here, we gotta go to Cali at some point because I need to try In-N-Out. I just have to see what it's about.
In-N-Out's good, but there's also damn, what
Yeah.
the hell's the other one at?
What the
I
hell
like-
is this?
You never had a McFlurry?
No, the Mac salad, the Ohana Mac salad. Well,
I'm thinking McFlurry because I never had Mac salad. That's my choice.
fair enough.
Yeah, honestly.
Let's see, next one. Oh,
Domino's. What the fuck? Whoever this is, gotta pick Domino's. You're crazy.
but they had this at the
There's no but. There's no
me, it's
but.
I'm not a big spam person, personally, but I do like
Yeah.
sushi.
Ooh, John.
Ooh. I'll go.
How do you guys have a grilled cheese? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's actually good as hell too. It's like it's our vegan option.
So if you're making them or McDonald's fries.
I mean, honestly, me, but like I guess I'll go McDonald's fries because fries honestly are the way to go. You know what I mean?
And they never disintegrate.
They honestly, I mean, yeah.
Waleed.
Oh, this is a good one.
Nobody's gonna like me for this shit. For
Oh.
the Popeye's chicken sandwich. Oh, the times I've had with that shit, bro.
Oh,
The pickle makes a difference.
absolutely.
It does
I think
make a difference.
didn't me, you, and George have it in the city like randomly?
I've had it multiple times, but I don't know what time you're talking about because I was drunk for that day. No, it was a good
We all
day.
were. So yeah, we go.
We
Popeyes.
were in Brooklyn. Yeah.
But oh yeah, that was like what?
It was actually
12
3 years
morning.
ago. It was a while ago, yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, John, if you don't choose the right one here,
British tacos. What are you talking about?
thank
Tacos.
God. Okay, if you didn't choose
Yeah,
the
what are you
tacos,
talking
I would
about?
have kicked you off the podcast immediately.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I do like my Starbucks drink, but it's not worth over tacos. I mean, tacos.
Absolutely. If you didn't choose
It's got a
tacos,
whole
I
day of the
swear.
week, Taco Tuesday.
Acme sandwich. What?
You
That's
better
like, what
best
is
go
this?
KFC here. I don't mean to be like that, but you best
It's
go
KFC chicken. Yeah, I don't know what. Is that a?
It's like a supermarket. It's like a supermarket
Okay.
burger.
So
It's the same shit again? Or
Yeah,
skip
no,
that?
it's like a bracket, so you have to like
the bracket. Yeah.
you make
Oh.
it the best one.
It's my turn, right?
Is
Yep.
it? Yeah.
I hate to break your heart, Phil, but I'm picking PB half baked. I don't think the chicken crispy for Taco Bell is that good.
Wow. Okay.
I don't think it's that
that's an
good.
upset right there. There you go.
Oh.
If you gave me like a, there's only a couple things I like from Taco Bell, in all honesty, and like,
We
really,
got Taco Bell together too.
a locals taco is pretty good.
Oh.
A fucking
Baja
what's that shit
Blast?
called?
Crunchwrap Supreme.
This is Chalupa. That's my favorite
The
one.
chalupa's
Chalupa's
good.
really
Yeah,
good.
that's like the heavy taco.
Is Ben and Jerry's ice cream that good?
I mean, it's a Long
Yes.
Island. You know, 2 guys on Long Island made it. Like that's, and then they moved to Vermont.
God damn it!
Oh, no, maybe not.
I get there. It is. I guess.
DeRozan hits huge floater in fourth
So
quarter.
This is you.
It's me.
The next team use DeRozan right now, clearly.
Easy.
Easy,
Oh.
easy money.
Ooh.
Nick checking. Sorry about it.
That's fair.
No, it's not close.
Okay,
I don't blame you.
cool.
I
Thank
don't
you.
like you either. We'll lead.
5 guys, fries.
Okay. It's me. Oh.
Yeah. Phil, there's the right answer here, Phil.
Is there?
It's hard. I'm not gonna get mad. It's hard for me, so I can't mad.
I know what real pizza tastes like, but I also like Domino's. Thank you.
It's Domino's.
They're not open enough.
Ooh. Well, lead.
This me?
I'm giving you this one. I'm giving you this one.
Ooh.
I'm giving you this one personally. You can take this one. That's
Yeah,
right.
You're not gonna like me for this one, but I'm picking the Philly cheesesteak.
Go for the
Wow! That's
Bro, you never had a
crazy.
Why?
You've never had a really good Philly cheesesteak.
No, I'm a Philly
Where?
cheesesteak believer. Oh, from a lot
So
of places.
you know
What are
I'm
you
not
talking
picking
about?
that over like chicken. You're not about picking that over like Popeye's chicken sandwich. I mean, I'm not picking Popeye's chicken sandwich over that. That's crazy. I love the Popeye's chicken sandwich. I'll order it a
It's
lot.
just not big enough.
Nah.
It's not big enough compared to the Philly cheesesteak.
Wait, so where's a
Philly
good place?
cheesesteak
Where's a good
is
place to get
fire.
one? A Philly cheesesteak besides Philly.
There are a
Anywhere in the
bunch
hood
of
in the
places.
city.
Yeah, honestly.
But it's also like in Philadelphia, you know, like
Yeah.
I get chickens a couple places in the future.
They got a couple
Trust
places
me.
at Penn Station. I don't know. They're not local.
Charlie's cheesesteaks is actually pretty good too. If you want like this one on the spot.
This is me?
Whose turn is it? Is it you?
I don't know.
Oh, no, it's me.
It's
It's me because
We
big Sean.
we'll lead this one.
Well, dude, I got skipped
Yeah.
then.
Oh yeah, because it was that. Go ahead, John.
All right, let me get tacos. Sorry.
Thank you, John.
All right.
Thank you, John.
No, sorry.
All right.
Thank
Cool.
you, John.
Pepperoni on this
Sorry.
side.
Good stuff.
So it's me then. Okay.
Yep, it's you.
Yeah.
Burgers. Actually, I feel like I'm gonna get disowned if I don't choose the orange chicken. No, burgers.
I don't know. Yeah.
Burgers.
You never had either one, so you can actually choose whatever you want.
And then now it's only on the West Coast too, so it's almost more
We'll
profitable.
lead.
Yeah, this is you.
Oh.
Ride it to the end. Are you gonna ride to the end, or are you gonna go?
Is this your number
That's
one seed?
hard.
Is this your Gonzaga? Is it?
I think it is because realistically, size-wise, they're basically the same. A little bit different, maybe, on the sandwich side, but
If you had to choose, who are you giving the ball to?
either way.
Last 5 seconds left.
If fate of the universe on the world, that's being pointed at Earth.
Who you got?
I'm going Iguodala. Nah, I'm gonna go Domino's Pizza. I have
Ooh,
to.
the upset.
Wow, that's an
Whoa.
upset, low-key.
Philly cheesesteak was a fan favorite too. Ooh, John. Are you gonna go with your favorite? Are you gonna go with your Gonzaga? You go with your Duke? Go to
KFC.
KFC.
KFC chicken. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Over the matrix. Oh, my heart.
This was my Sunday eats after church. I would go to church and then I'd go to KFC. My mom bring me KFC. I get a bucket of chicken. Ooh,
I'll let
watch
you
football.
rock because I think KFC is super overrated. But you know what?
It
You
is
love
overrated.
it.
Overrated?
I'm sorry about it.
No,
but
no,
we
no,
have-
no, no.
we
Don't
got fries
apologize.
still.
If you love KFC, then don't listen to me.
Yeah,
I think KFC is overrated, but
The
that's
favorite
my
was a fire. What are we talking about?
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying.
Oh my!
I'm gonna
heart.
go KFC chicken. Sorry about it.
Oh.
McDonald's needs to do better. All right, that's my message to McDonald's.
Is it?
Oh,
it's
this is
my
a hard
turn?
one. Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
Mine. It's tacos.
Interesting.
Tacos.
Birria tacos.
Yeah, tacos. Burrito tacos are fire. Waleed.
That's right. George, tacos all day.
Baked. I'm sorry, bro.
Really?
Sorry.
Over Five Guys fries? You're crazy.
I love
that's-
Ben and Jerry's ice cream, bro.
that's a
I'm
major
telling
upset.
you.
But over the fries?
Thank you, George. Fries all day. Seriously. Especially the ones I make. Oh, I'll make. Oh, this is fresh cut from Idaho in the cold. Ooh, let's get
George,
it.
next
But all
time
right.
we need you
Have
to be
Big
in
Ben and
one
Jerry's.
of these. Whenever you're free.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
probably tough, but whenever you're free, we need to be on one of
Man,
these.
it's busy.
Even if it's a random ass video.
George knows I suck at this shit because I don't eat fast food no more.
That's
But
crazy.
I'm
Just fries?
trying.
No. He said half baked.
No, PB.
Oh,
He said half baked. Yeah, it's an up to that.
Is that good? Is that a good flavor? Is that the best flavor or?
No, I don't know.
My best favorite is not half baked. I'm just picking Ben and Jerry's.
What do we? Whose turn is this?
Oh, it's mine.
Wait, it goes well. All right, so then after you, it's me.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So these are the last two picks, anyways. So, you're about to break this man's heart rate.
Just pick the chicken, bro. Just pick the chicken. I
Good
don't
job.
pick the chicken.
Break his
Just pick
heart.
it. Just pick
John,
it.
break his
I'm
heart.
so
John, just pick
annoyed.
the chicken. John, just pick the goddamn
Break his heart.
chicken. I know
Break
you
his
gotta pick the
heart,
chicken.
John.
Just pick
Break his
it.
heart.
You're not
Yep.
breaking my heart. I
Step on it.
understand. Pick the
Ben and
chicken.
Jerry's.
No,
Ben and
pick the
Jerry's.
goddamn
no,
chicken.
I picked Ben and Jerry's. I'm sorry.
No, you want the chicken. He's lying. He's lying, Phil. He wants the chicken, and I'm not mad at it. Pick the chicken. I
Wait,
know you're gonna pick it.
You know what? We'll pick the ice cream, and then we'll pick the final one.
Why?
Yeah, Wally
He
picked the
wants it.
final. No,
You're picking Ben and Jerry's over KFC
I
chicken.
am. Well, I used to also go to Vermont, so we'd go visit Ben and Jerry's sometimes.
Well, I'm
we get
picking
Ben and Jerry's
tacos
all
over
summer?
Ben and Jerry's. So tacos
All right, cool,
wins
cool.
because
Well,
birria
that's
tacos
good
never
stuff.
goes wrong.
Good stuff. I agree with that.
Also, but if you heat them up for too long, they go a little soggy. So that's the
They
only way to ruin
do.
them.
Heat them up. Why would you let them go cold?
Exactly.
Sometimes you
That's
want
the
them for
only way.
tomorrow.
You saved
Sometimes
Wait,
what?
tomorrow?
You never-
What?
you never
Wait,
save-
wait,
never
not
save
tomorrow.
You never save food.
Not
Are you
those
serious?
tacos.
Not birria tacos.
Well, not birria, but I'm
Tacos.
just
I
saying.
don't say.
I know, but sometimes I save tacos. I feel
I'm pretty
horrible
sure
about
George
it.
is heartbroken about you.
I listen.
A
I
day.
respect it. I personally, tacos don't last more than 30 minutes with me.
I got you.
Once tacos is here, tacos is gone. No
I'm a
matter
big-
what the taco is, it's gone.
I get that.
So hey,
I just
that's a little bracket. For the month of December, we're trying to switch things up, and not do too much sports activity. So we decided to do a food. Everyone enjoys food, so we'll probably switch it up again on our NFL pod this week as well. So hey, shrimp tacos. Shrimp tacos are fire. Thank you, George. So yeah, we also have a whole.
George knows me. Yo, George, I know you're watching this. I love you, bro.
He is.
He said shrimp tacos because of me. He said shrimp tacos because of me.
That's
Don't
right.
fucking lie to me.
Wait, Chris said in the chat, John did used to make a mean fry.
yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
I used to be that guy to give mad fries to everybody.
Very true. Also, just a reminder, we have a whole
I never got no
we
fries.
have a whole playlist of podcast segments / draft activities down below. It's probably somewhere around the YouTube screen because I like to cut this up and make it segments. So choose the playlist down below, which one you want to see. There's a bunch of them, and we'll see the next podcast segment. Okay, so that's the end of that video. So that is the end of the pod. It was a good bracket. That was a very, very entertaining bracket.
Thanks.
A lot of heavy favorites. A lot of people. No one expected PB&J's ice cream to go that deep in the bracket. I'm not gonna lie to you. I
But
wasn't.
It did.
It had a nice loyal Chicago run. So good job. So before we head out, last words from our guest. I'll let you get the first one. Last words, promotions, anything you want to say before we head out.
I would love Russell Westbrook to win the ring, and then I could die happy. I appreciate you guys having me on the podcast. I'm sorry I haven't been on lately. I'm broke. I'm trying to hustle. All right.
That's
In like
good.
3
That's
years, hopefully, I will no longer be broke, but I probably will because I might accidentally have a family of 4 and like 2 dogs and
Hey,
live
that's
my
what's up.
happiest life and have a taco truck. So I'm okay with that. I have no money now because inflation and Joe Biden broke his promise, so I have to pay my student loans,
That's the fact.
and that's sad. So other than that, I hope the Celtics lose because fuck the Celtics. And if the Knicks won a championship somehow, I'd probably shave my balls off. That's about it. I'd be happy to shave my balls off. I would love to see the Knicks win.
Manscaped ad right here from George.
No, Manscaped shaves off the hair. I would shave my actual balls off. Like no kids. Like just gone.
You said neutered? That's crazy.
We're not really rooting for that.
Straight
we're rooting
neutered.
for the house.
Neutered.
We're rooting for
Straight
the
snip
house.
snip.
I honestly think it's gonna be Celtics and Pacers in the finals. I could be wrong.
Celtics Pacers.
And I'm okay with that.
Write that down.
They're both in the East.
Well, that's in the Eastern Finals.
Oh, Eastern
In the conference finals.
Yeah, that's what
Sorry.
we're talking about. Write that down.
I honestly think the Pacers can do it. I just think I don't know that pace.
If
with
we
a good
lose to
shooting
the
night,
Pacers in the conference finals, you will not see me for a good month or so. If we lose to the Pacers in the conference finals,
And that could happen. I don't mean
Hey,
to be
yeah.
like that, but that could happen.
I'm gonna come to your chat. I'm like, look, listen, bro. I told you, you need a dog. You need a dog.
and especially since Aaron Nesmith is a former Celtic, that would be wild. Okay, John.
I'm glad he chose to leave.
That's true.
What do I got?
We traded him for Brogdon. So, what we got, John?
I'm still getting over a cold, but it's been a hell of a podcast. Wally, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it, homie. The Giants, we up. So, I mean, right now I'm on the top of the world. I told you last week that I was right about Zach Wilson. I was. Came in. He won. Like I told everyone on the podcast.
NBA pod,
what can I do? All right. Well, I'm just saying.
No,
I just this is the thank you. Thank you, George, for tuning in. Thank you, Chris.
I feel
for
better
tuning
as
in.
well.
I appreciate everybody. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Also, we have a quote from George. Wale said he's gonna jump on Fortnite with Dew and George, with Mamadou and George. Is that true?
I will jump on, and I have it downloaded somewhere. I will jump on.
That's right. I'm so happy to hear that.
But
I've been on months.
it comes
downloaded?
with stipulations. I hate the game, but it's downloaded. I just haven't played it.
You got to play it.
Wait,
It's
what
so
are
fun.
what are the stipulations, sir?
I ain't gonna say yeah. I'm gonna wait till I play the game, and I'm gonna list them out. If they're not follow through,
George, if it
gonna
actually does
play.
happen, me and John will be a fourth.
Probably, Phil. I haven't played in a couple months. I need to get back into it.
George, if it does happen,
But like Wale, I'm trying to grind.
call
So,
me.
I appreciate that.
Anything else, John? Sorry for cutting you off.
No. Honestly, it's been a great pod. And Phil, what are your last words? Pass it to you.
For me, always nice to have Waleed on, because obviously a lot of insightful stuff, a lot of knowledge that could be shared for all of us. Obviously, it's tough to not have Elijah on because I feel like it would have been a lot of Russ camaraderie going on the show. But hopefully we have an episode with Elijah and Waleed on, so because we still haven't used this Russell Westbrook Jeopardy I have saved, so we need to do that sometime.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited to take the 2 champs to the hole. All right. No, I'm joking.
First of all,
Hey, yo, Waleed, I've really been up in my trivia game lately. Ask Phil.
I believe in you.
That's true.
Thank you.
Okay.
I've been trying.
Also, hey, thank you for coming through. Appreciate it. Me and John will see you in a couple weeks for sure.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
So, and also thank you for coming through, George and Chris. Thank you for showing up in the chat, especially you, George. I know how busy your schedule is. Thank you for making time out of your day to see us, but you're still a bitch. Yes,
Wow.
right on the pod.
Wow. That's not supported by everybody in this channel, just some people, I guess.
George,
right? Wow, that's
George
wild.
agrees. I mean, Wally, do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I mean-
John, make it 3. Call him a bitch.
I mean,
Call him a bitch. 3.
a
3
bitch
for
we
3.
love. A bitch we love.
There you go.
All right.
Still a bitch. So With that being said, Dollar Central Podcast, you can find us down below: Audio, Google, Apple, Spotify, formerly known as Anchor, Spotify for podcasters, etc., etc. Visually on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Thank you for all the medias. And with that being said, we'll see you on Friday because me and John will have an NFL pod uploading. So we'll see you then, and deuces.